my philosophy is like, if your stat is so bad, don't bother saving it. So her res being as legitimately stupidly low as it is makes a lot of sense, because she actually is really well balanced, really well with Rinkah's club anyways. Her attack is not something you have to worry about. Her speed is pretty good, and her defense is very solid.
Yeah, to say the least. The one thing about Rinkah is her defense is amazing. Speed's pretty good, attack's pretty good, res is terrible.
Yeah.
So focus on the speed attack, if anything. The defense comes naturally.
Yeah. I would say, though, I would run attack speed solo. Your joint drive speed only adds 4. 48 speed is not enough. Even if you have Dark Blessing and stuff. Yeah, you're not getting repelled.
By the way, this is not working. I don't know how much this is going to work in defense.
Yeah. Even if you run Yoon and Triandra, that's only 8 more speed. I mean, at that point, it's looking way better, but that's really pushing it.
It's the res. If there's a magic unit in the offense team, you're just done.
True. You're still done, yeah.
I guess the one advantage though is that if you're up against Lyn, dual Lyn specifically, you'll be perfectly fine. You might not get any spurn damage, repel reduction, but you have the defense to go through it, no problem.
Okay.
Although solo will not work there, so.
Yeah. All right, I'm really interested in see how well this will work. Extra 5 attack and defense, special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack during combat, very fast solo as a result. This info adding 5 attack and 5 defense, repel, joint drive speed, and attack defense. So yeah, let me know how this works. I would personally run. It won't
hurt too much. I'll say that much.
I will say I personally would run attack speed solo, because 44 speed is, yeah. Here's the thing. While you can say, well, I'm buffing my hero speed, your opponent who's like actually controlling his team has an easier time buffing. So I wouldn't just assume you have a buff advantage.
Yeah.
Because that probably will get a refine that we're going to appreciate in the future. At least that's what I hope, because it would be kind of sad if that's not the case. I also like Marisa. She's pretty cool. Alright, but with that said, she has 57 HP, 50 attack, 48 speed, 36 defense, and 27 res. We went plus speed on her, which I would absolutely suggest. Even though her attack is kind of low, there's no good reason not to go for plus speed. Sling Edge, reposition Luna, Swiss Sparrow 3, Repel 3, Rouse Speed Defense 3, and Attack Defense Solo 3. Wow, this is just a ball stats now. So with this, when you're initiating, it's 6 + 6, 12, 62 attack. Repel will trigger really well when you're initiating. And defensively, it's not so bad, because it's 54 speed with 42 defense. Now, she has to be away from her allies to get this all to work pretty well, but she could pull that off pretty easily. I think it's still better to run like attack speed solo 3 or attack speed solo 4 instead of Swiss Sparrow. If you're gonna run one rouse, if you're gonna run rouse, you're gonna run attack defense solo, just run another solo skill. I think that's all you're missing to make this build pretty decent. Slaying into Luna is okay as well. I do think she needs Luna. She needs the damage. Her HP is pretty high, so she'll get through at least 2, maybe even 3 combats. Especially with the rouse speed defense and the attack defense solo, because that takes her to 48 defense. So I really like that. But yeah, I would go for attack speed solo. So you have a lot of skills. 48 defense base is really important in keeping her alive. With the damage reduction as well, she's taking mediocre damage. 50 plus HP is also really good. So yeah, that's all you're missing. You just need a solo skill. Mustafa has a super boon in speed, but you want to know who you should be using instead of Mustafa if you want to go plus speed?
Echidna?
Echidna.
It's Echidna, but actually Ross is also fine there. If you want more defensive stats, you go Ross. He has more HP than anything else. But yeah, Mustafa's the worst one of the 3 to make plus speed. So it's really rough to suggest plus speed on him. Though Mustafa beats all of them if you want to double down on being slow and having high defense and especially high res. That's what sets him apart. If you really want to go plus speed, it's Echidna or Ross, or better yet, Hannah. But if you just like Mustafa, sure, it still works. You can make this work, because again, it's a super boon. It's just, even with all this chat, 40 speed base, you're gonna struggle to double anything. Now I get it. Attack smoke, speed smoke. Wait, speed smoke? Speed smoke doesn't add anything. This axe only utilizes attack and defense. So if you really want to make this work, I use attack speed solo, because you have to be solo for Plegian axe anyways, and you need the speed in general, just make that attack speed solo, and I think you're fine. But yeah, it's pretty awkward, I would say. Anyways, yeah, I guess 30 impact is really good on him. 51 defense allows you to use your lull really well, and your attack goes up by 6, and this already adds 5, so 11, 68. Yeah, and your defense and res are both 5. So yeah, I just put attack speed solo, and you got a really good Mustafa at that point. Remember my Mustafa x Marianne support combo? Time to make it happen.
What?
Some of you guys write fanfics, you know, it's cool, it's cool. I have nothing against it. It's just that was one of the weirdest fanfics I've ever like read. Like, why would you put Marianne and Mustafa together? I don't know.
That's very weird.
It was something. I'll just say that. But yeah, now it can happen because Marianne's gonna come to the game.
Somebody on YouTube got dual Byleth plus attack minus HP, I think it was, for the free circle.
Congrats, that's really good.
Nice. Some people have all the luck.
I got Dorothea.
And as I said earlier, I got Brigid.
Chat, I might be remembering wrong. Can anyone just double check for me? Any longtime viewers? Did I in fact get Ledgering Lin one year, and the next year I got Valentine Lin? I'm not remembering wrong, right? Like, here's the thing. I love Lin. But those weren't the... I'm not trying to pull Lin on for my free hero, which is weird, but I'm pretty sure that was what happened. So yeah, like, I have historically had horrendous luck when it comes to free hero. Yeah, like, chat saying yes I did, wow. So there you go. Black Wolf. Thank you for the resub for 4 months. Love the streams. Got Sundering Grima as free pull. Congrats, it's amazing. To fix my minus attack IV even better. It's a bit of old build, but not much fodder on him or her. Okay, I'll check it out. 4 blues, 1 red, lucked out with dual Dune. Congrats. Yeah, blue's kind of rough because that has the most 4-star heroes.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at something. The fanfic was so funny. I mean, you wrote it. You can see why you think it's funny. Alright, chat, give me a second. My free Powelaster was Picnic Lucas, I think. It's hard to remember, chat. Like, a lot of things happening in the game are just starting to jumble together because so much stuff has happened. Hard to believe we're already in year 4. Like, trust me, chat, when I first played this game, I never thought I'd be playing it this long.
This anniversary is significantly better than last year, by the way.
It is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not exactly a high bar to read.
Well,
no, I'm just happy they did one thing I was hoping they would always do and just demote some of those older 5-stars. In a way, they did.
Yeah, this is basically a boost. I've seen Marth kill everything, and literally Marth killed me yesterday, so I know this works. A maxed out masked Marth is absurd. Once you give her distant counter, once you give her spurn, joint tribe attack for safety reasons, attacks works just as fine. She's a god. As long as you get her a buff and ether rate, use her in ether rate, she's so good. But yeah, she has null follow-up, extra stats, and Mystic Boost just helps out even more. But I wouldn't use Mystic Boost, because it kind of goes against this. You want to take 1 damage at least, so you don't need to rely on buffs in order to keep her extra stats. So personally, I would run Speed Res Solo, because that's what her weakness is, Res. And she needs a speed for Spurn. So Speed Res Solo is what I would suggest. Oh, it's a Alm! Wait. Huh.
Just Makoto.
Just Makoto. Yes, just Makoto. Just you. +7, +15. Wait a second. Why did you not go for plus speed? Spurn. As good as Spurn is, without the plus speed, you're not really pulling it off as well. I can imagine that you did that because you needed him for infantry pulse reasons. But 45 speed Spurn is almost useless. Because your Spurn is just going against, going against like mid 30 heroes, I guess, so super slow armors. I guess that still has some uses, but I would have gone for plus speed. Now, I don't know if you really need every point of HP for Falchion needs to be at full HP, so another reason why you don't want to do that is because when your healing tower is within range, it becomes harder to get back to 100% HP. So the more HP you have, the harder it is to heal back to full. Right? And Spurn essentially is just being used for 5 damage when special triggers then of noontime. I guess with Mystic Boost, noontime, so you attack. Because it's still 2 cooldowns, so you attack, right? At start combat, she's combat, unit attacks twice, but deals 5 damage to unit after combat. So you attack, get the kill. Mystic Boost hopefully triggered, so your HPs goes back to full because you wiped them 1 shot, is the idea here. I don't know. If you're dedicated to Spurn build, I would absolutely go for plus speed. I think that is better overall. Fury 4 is too difficult to use because of the chip damage. So yeah, Life and Death for... Wait, I would do Swiss Barrow. But then he has no speed defensively. Never mind. You got a lot on your It's really good. Special Spiral, huh? You got lols as well. Well, if you can't get more speed, I wouldn't suggest Spurn. I took the lol speed defense to get you a guaranteed kill because they can't buffer their defense. Or Special Spiral. But then you gotta have a special for that. 40 plus 3 plus 8, 52 HP, 60 attack, 49 speed, 24 defense, 18 res. That's because there's life and death, huh? Spurn, Times Pulse, life and death with distant counter, Moonbow, Seal Falchion, rally, attack speed, plus. I would run a solo instead of giving up defense res -5. Because if you're gonna use DC, yeah. There's no reason.
Visible stat check here.
But why would you need a visible stat check? Life and death is really good for... Yeah, okay.
Exactly. There isn't one. So I wouldn't go back to attack speed. So well, go back, but go to attack speed solo. If you can get Ruptured Sky, do that. If you can't, no big deal. Keep Moonbow.
Heck, you can use noontime if you notice in the battle that you need extra bulk because it's only 40 plus 3.
If you're running Time Pulse, you could also just bump up to Soul Luna. Because you attack, they attack, and then you proc your special.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna double.
If you want to make sure they're dead, sure, true.
Yeah.
Alright, and you gotta remember, Seal Falchion is also null up, so...
Well, it's actually wary.
Oh, whoops. To unit during combat, info cannot make a fall attack.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
It was designed for horse crawl moves and fast.
Okay. But the entire point I'm trying to make is you only get hit once. So, it doesn't matter. They hit you one time, you attack, and you attack. That's all that happens. So you might as well run Luna. Okay. Yeah, I run attack speed solo and Luna. Other than that, it's a really good Lucina. It's just I hate how she looks. But we'll be mentioning this forever at this point, so I'll just skip that. She's absolutely worth it. Yep. There's Tanya, 40 plus 10 plus 5, 40 HP, 50 attack, 44 speed, 30 defense, 33 res. I don't know of anyone who uses Tanya, which funny enough.
This might as well be a Forma.
Yeah, this might as well be a Forma. Because it's so committed to. I do want to point out this though. Didn't she come out after Norn?
And with less BST.
It never made sense to me. Why? Did they think they made Norn too good? I mean, Norn is freakishly good, but come on.
I mean, yes, she is. But instant 3-star, man. Dropped BST for like 4 units, and it's sad.
Yeah, so...
There's literally no reason to use Tanya unless you like her.
Yeah, so this is going to be a love pick because Helmbow, Reposition, Bonfire, Straight Impact, Special Spiral, Route Attack, Defense, and Speed Rest Solo is a very committed build. Wow.
Yeah. Very solo build, but I like it.
So 49...
The fact that it's Tanya.
Yeah, it's... By the way, she has the tightest shirt I've ever seen. Like, girls should not wear a shirt that tight. The heck? Alright, 55 speed on initiation with Helmsbow. With, well, just being sold, so. But yeah, with speed rest solo, 55 speed. Attack is looking like 6 plus 5 plus 6. So, it's 17? Yeah. Yeah, you hit 67, and your defense is looking pretty good. 6 plus 10, 16, 46 defense. 46 defense makes it her a lot more reasonable to not run Desperation. And you got a Bonfire as well. Yep.
Well, Hembo is 5, so it'd be 45, 51 with Rouse.
Wait, how's it? It's speed defense, isn't it?
Oh yeah, right. It's speed defense on Helmbo. My bad.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Flowing Lance. I forgot.
Right.
Helmbo
It's
is a little different.
slightly different, right? Okay, but yeah, in terms of that, 46 defense is pretty legit. 23 damage, Bonfires is huge, and that gives you survivability. You only get hit one time as well, so I do agree with this. It's really, really good. I'm just surprised it's Tanya, considering.
I mean, she is faster than Norn, barely. So I guess if you want to go the whole speed build, which obviously you did, this works.